I left on March 1st, and there was a snowstorm that day, and I was afraid it wasn't going to take off, but I said, I already paid, so let me get out of here. I took the train from Poughkeepsie into Grand Central, and they built a beautiful new underground tunnel right out to Long Island. There you take the air train to Kennedy Airport, and then at Kennedy Airport, you get to your flight. And as you can see in these pictures, it's a $25 investment to get all the way to the airport. One of the things I did at the airport was buy a bottle of Johnny Walker for the lady who was renting me the apartment in Buenos Aires. And here you have a map of the plane arriving in Buenos Aires. And unfortunately, when I got to Buenos Aires, I was a victim of an apartment rental scam. It turns out that the lady who told me she had prepaid 2 months from me was actually the owner of the apartment, and as you can see from these pictures, it was a dump. The only good thing that lady did for me was give me a subte card, which was in negative. It's a card that you use to ride on the subway, which are subways in Buenos Aires are the oldest in the South America, and they're almost brand new. And here is the bus terminal that they have traffic lanes just for the buses. And it's quite an efficient system running 24/7. I got on the bus for 40 cents and rode to the end of the terminal. I went out of the city not knowing I went out of the city, and I went into the provinces outside the city of Buenos Aires. I got back on the bus and went all the way down to the greatest tourist attraction you'll ever see in Buenos Aires, called La Boca. And it's where the Italians and Germans and immigrants first settled when they got into Buenos Aires. And this is all on my first day. You know, being able to speak Spanish was a big benefit to me. I sat down with a gentleman there that I met, and he was doing artwork, and his name is Guillermo Alio. And turns out he had been all over the world dancing tango, and now in his later years does this thing of selling art at the Boca to the tourists. And here you have, across from him, one of the restaurants offers tango shows and singing.
Tiene su cosa. Ella tiene lo que tú no tienes y tú tienes lo que ella no tiene.
Cuando tú te vas, ella se queda con todo.
Sí, bueno, está bien, aquí se...
And here is some of the shops that they have in the Boca, which means the mouth of the river. That's what Boca means. And here you can see it brightly colored outside buildings of corrugated steel. Here's Guillermo. We went out to lunch or dinner after the show, and he closed up. And we had Peruvian rice, which turned out to be Japanese rice. So here's more sights of the Boca. It's beautiful. The famous alleyway. You can see the blue, the red, the yellows. And here's Guillermo wishing us all a good time. And he took me out to the center of Buenos Aires, and I got to see the obelisk for the first time. Also, I got to eat the famous ice cream that I heard so much about the ice cream in Buenos Aires, I had to get some the first night. Here I am taking a bus ride back to my apartment. In the next videos, I'll show you my real apartment that I got, and it's beautiful.
Bill Vargas is an independent Medicare agent, meaning he works for you, not the insurance companies. He is a veteran serving the needs of seniors and veterans with their Medicare insurance needs. Licensed in New York, Florida, and North Carolina. If you or someone you know needs help with Medicare, contact him today.